Hello guys, we will first correct the homework of Thursday 1 April, and I need to solve 2x minus 1x plus 2 equal to 2, 3x plus 1x plus 2. I need to rearrange all my equation on one side and make it equal to 0, so 2x minus 1 x plus 2 minus 2 3x plus 1 x plus 2 equal to 0. This is all considered as one term positive. I take it to the left side and make it negative. Now x plus 2 is a common factor. I need to factorize, so I take x plus 2 as a common factor. I'm left with 2x minus 1 minus 2 3x plus 1 equals to 0. Now x plus 2, 2x minus 1 minus 6x minus 6 equals to 0. Now x plus 2, 2x minus 6x is minus 4x, minus 1 minus 6 is minus 7 equals to 0. Now to solve, now it is factorized, I can solve it equal to 0 by taking this factor equal to 0 and this equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0, or minus 4x minus 7 equal to 0. Here I have x equals minus 2 and I'm done. Here minus 4x equals 2 plus 7, so x equals 7 over minus 4, which is x equal to minus 7 over 4, and I'm done. Now for part B, 2x minus 1 squared minus 2 to x minus 1 x plus 2. So I switch this term to here, equals 0. Now I take 2x minus 1 as a common factor, open brackets, and I divide each term. 2x minus 1 minus 2 x plus 2 equal to 0. Now expand inside the brackets. 2x minus 1 minus 2x minus 2 equals to 0, and 2x minus 1, 2x minus 2x is 0, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 equal to 0, so it is equal to minus 3 times 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now I have only one factor, which is 2x minus 1, so I take it as 0 and I solve. So 2x minus 1 equal to 0, 2x equal plus 1, and x equal to 1 over 2. This equation has only one solution. Now for part C, x plus 2 squared equal 1 minus 2x squared. So x plus 2 squared minus 1 minus 2x squared equal to 0. And I need to factorize. How do I factorize this expression? I factorize it. It is a difference of two squares. It is parenthesis squared minus parenthesis squared. So I take the radical of the first and the radical of the second. So radical x plus 2 squared is x plus 2, and radical 1 minus 2x squared is 1 minus 2x. Now 1 time minus and 1 time plus. So equal to 0. Now I expand in each brackets. X plus 2 minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 plus 2x, x plus 2 plus 1 minus 2x equal to 0. Here I have x plus 2x, 3x plus 2 minus 1 is minus 1, and x minus 2x is minus x plus 2 plus 1 is plus 3 equal to 0. Now to solve this equation, I take this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. So 3x minus 1 equal to 0, or minus x plus 3 equals 0. Now here 3x equals 1, x equals to 1 over 3, and here or minus x equals minus 3, and so x is equal to 3, and I'm done. Now for part D, x squared minus 9, and I bring x minus 3, 5 minus x to the left, which is minus x minus 3, 5 minus x equals to 0. Now I factorize x squared minus 9, it is x minus 3, x plus 3, minus x minus 3, 5 minus x equal to 0. Now x minus 3 is a common factor, so x minus 3, I'm left with x plus 3 minus 5 minus x equals to 0. Now it is equal to x minus 3, x plus 3 minus 5 plus x equals to 0. It is x minus 3, x plus x is 2x, plus 3 minus 5 is minus 2, equals to 0. Now how to solve this? I can continue factorizing. I can take 2 as a common factor, so it is x minus 3, take 2 here as a common factor between 2x and 2, x minus 1. Now equal to 0, I solve this equal to 0 and this equal to 0, so x minus 3 equal to 0, or x minus 1 equal to 0, so x equal to 3 or x equals to 1, and I'm done. Now guys, I'm going to continue the chapter. Before I continue, I need to remind you of calculating the areas of non-geometric figures. How to calculate the area of a square? The area of a square is side times side, so area of a square is side times side, it is equal to s squared, a side squared. Now area of a rectangle is equal to length times width, it is length times width. Example, if this is 3 centimeters and this is 2, then the area equal 3 times 2 equals 6 centimeters squared. Now area of a triangle, the area of a triangle is base times height over 2. So I need to draw the height, so this is the height, it's perpendicular to the base, so this is h. So area of this triangle is the base, which is BC, times the height AH over 2. Now area of a right triangle, in a right triangle I take the height where the right angle is, so AB can be the height and BC the base. So in a right triangle, the area equals to B times height over 2, base times height over 2. In this case, it is equal to AB times BC over 2. So this is the height and this is the base, since the angle is 90. Okay, now okay guys, now let's try to solve this exercise. Given the expression e of x equals 3x plus 1 to x minus 1 minus 3x plus 1 x plus 1, show that e of x equals 3x plus 1 x minus 2. So I need to factorize this expression in order to show that it is equal to 3x plus 1 x minus 2. So let's factorize e of x equals, I can take 3x plus 1 as a common factor, I'm left 2x minus 1 minus x plus 1 equals to 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 minus x minus 1, it is equal to 3x plus 1, 2x minus x is x, minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2, so this is e of x, 3x plus 1 x minus 2, so I verified it. Now number 2, solve the equation u of x equal to 0. So I need to solve this equal to 0. So either this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. So e of x equals to 0, meaning 3x plus 1 x minus 2 equal to 0. So either this equal to 0 or this equals to 0. So 3x plus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0. Here I solve 3x equals minus 1, x equal to minus 1 over 3, or x minus 2 equal to 0, x equals 2. I don't need to do this step. Okay. Now, number 3. In the adjacent figure, here, in this figure, x is a length expressed in centimeters such that x is greater than 1. So they told me that x is a length such that x is greater than 1. ABCD here, this ABCD is a rectangle such that AB 3x plus 1 and BC 2x minus 1, and ABM is a right triangle and having MB equal to 2x plus 1. Express S, denote by S the area of ABCD. So the area of this rectangle, I need to call it S, and I need to call S prime the area of ABM. So the area of this is S prime. Now verify, express S part A and S prime in terms of x. So I need to find S and S prime in terms of x. S is the area of a rectangle. So S, it is length times width, meaning it is AB times BC. So S is the area of this rectangle, so it is length times width. So S length is AB times BC. AB length and the width is BC. So I know that AB is 3x plus 1 times BC, which is 2x minus 1. So this is S in terms of x. Now for S prime, it is base times height over 2. Now, in this right triangle, this is the base and this is the height. So it is base, which is 3x plus 1, meaning AB, times BM, the height, over 2, equal AB is 3x plus 1 times BM is 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 over 2. Now 2 and 2 they cancel, multiplication, so I'm left with 3x plus 1 x plus 1. This is S prime. So I found S and S prime in terms of x. Now part B, I need to verify that S minus S prime is E of x. So I have S, area of the rectangle is 3x plus 1 to x minus 1, and S prime equal 3x plus 1 x plus 1, and E of x is in the given 3x plus 1 to x minus 1 minus 3x plus 1 x plus 1. I need to verify that S minus S prime is E of x. So I substitute, I replace S by its value. S is equal to 3x plus 1 to x minus 1. Minus S prime, so I replace S prime by its value, 3x plus 1 x plus 1 equal to, I replace E of x by its value. E of x is 3x plus 1 to x minus 1 minus 3x plus 1, x plus 1. As we can see, they are equal. 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 minus 3x plus 1, x plus 1. They are equal, so verified. This is equal to this. It is the same. So s minus s prime is equal to e of x. Now for part C, calculate x so that s equals s prime. So I need to calculate x such that s equals to s prime. So s, I replace s by its value, 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 equals to s prime, 3x plus 1, x plus 1. And now I need to find x, so I need to solve. If I want to solve this equation, I take this to this side and change its sign, so it becomes 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 minus 3x plus 1, x plus 1 equals to 0. Now I factorize. If I factorize, this is e of x, by the way. But let's factorize. I'm left with 2x minus 1 minus x plus 1 equals 0. So 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 minus x minus 1 equals to 0. 3x plus 1, x minus 2 equals to 0. Now I take this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. So 3x plus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0. Here I have x equals 3x equals minus 1, x equal minus 1 over 3, or x equals 2. But they told me that x should be greater than 1. So I have two values of x, and x needs to be greater than 1. So x should be greater than 1. Here x is equal minus 1 over 3. I cannot take this value of x because it is less than 1, so this is rejected. And x equal 2 is accepted since it is greater than 1. So my solution is x equals to 2. Okay guys, this is the end of the lesson. We will continue on Monday. Stay safe and good luck.